Let's get biomutatious. Oh my gosh, it's a cybernetic katydid.
Encode your DNA.
Nimble developed anthropomorphic breed. Pardon me. Strength.
Hi, I am not go text got a little.
Alrighty then.
Define your genetic structure.
Extreme intelligence. I don't know what any of this does. Artery. Huh.
Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Psy-Freak.
Oh yeah.
Psy-Freak chosen. Sounds good. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm...
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half. My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself. And it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Go with the dark filler on this one. That was mean.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the Predator only grew stronger.
Trouble.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Ploink. Biomutant.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for
He
it
looks
when
kind of
it
derpy.
comes.
It. Oh my god, it looks kind of like that sloth guy in Ice Age. Oh, cool. Have a psionic ability. I don't know what I expected to happen there. That makes sense. Yeah, close that door.
The Predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the Tree of Life started to die.
Mole people.
All things end.
Ugh, that looks less than pleasant. Tiny little feller. What's this? Electrical module. Voice. Health patch. a toilet hat. Yay! Yay for toilet hats.
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways.
Down, boy. A dandy candy. Energy pack. Tongue tickling. Well, that's just silly good fun. Yeah. Oh. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I just had to see. Just had to see. I'm like all mutatious and whatnot over here. I'm a cute little fur person. Fur creature? Fur being. Fur entity? Yeah. As if the signs weren't warning enough. Ow. Tickling toffee.
Better than nothing.
Hello? Is anyone here? I don't think so. This is like a... looks like a post-apocalypse. ton to clear.
Everything feels better. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it.
Sounds good, partner. Don't want to go mucking about in that muck. Yeah.
The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you.
Bioblob.
Get a grip.
Ah, wonderful.
Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks travelled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Couldn't just be open, eh? Need a key. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours.
Oh, I was hoping to find a key.
The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing.
Spark
It's
metal.
coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives.
God, do you have to keep calling him that?
Small things for your big ideas.
Hello, sir.
He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your Muma and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land.
Can't be a dystopian post-apocalypse without tribalism.
Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
Flashback. Nice pompadour.
Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart growing dark. There's nothing as powerful as a Muma's love. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. Magic? He claims it's just the force of life, the existence of energy, powering and connecting all things living, like the Nono. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding. You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle. You'll need to support the tree for a long... You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and... But now that you've seen from this,
I'm gonna be a bad critter.
he lost you there for a while. The tree started to die. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route.
Oh my god, this game is so silly.
Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Give me food. I demand sustenance.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb.
Does it? I mean, I guess. It just looks like a rope. It doesn't look particularly strong.
Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see.
Oh my god, what? That's gross. Yeah. I guess I'm going to the Surfapelago.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down.
I think I can take it.
Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to...
Oh my god, this gibberish talk is kind of wearing on me.
He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if... He does... Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand why you'd do such a thing.
Because I'm a monster.
Good work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that.
And you were wrong. There's always more dark than light.
There's
Is this
still
a
time to
manifestation
turn
of some
back.
kind of
They're already heading down
psychosis
my
or something?
road.
Yeah, whack her with that shovel. Morality systems are so boring.
There's out of date again. He must have missed something important. Out of date, no.
Hand-holding already.
The Jagni tribe is likely to be your regardless of who you... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Oh, Lord.
Out of date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do.
Well, let's go with eradication. Why not?
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. That's more like it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began.
Samurio. Cool, cool, cool.
That's the Jagni tribe's fault. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem.
Critter! Oh my god, it looks like, reminds me of the movie Critters. Big chubby critter. I love 80s films.
Should protect your legs.
Kitty did. What are you doing? Is lurking about? What is your function? Up, please, up. Hinged pad. Cool. Trench Fair, known for not only its gruesomeness, but its wild ineffectiveness. These things for. Hi, Katie did. You know what all this junk is for?
Upsy daisy.
Fast moving clouds.
Let's see.
Gross.
Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Says the Sifu decides who the Sifu wants to see, but is willing to let you give it a try.
So not very wary then, huh? Nice armor, bro. I'm sorry, sis.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through supremacy. The Sifu is determined to let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life, as it's part of their strategy to cleanse the world and start anew. He welcomes you to the Jagni fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. The news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side, the wasteland you came from. He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you
Cool
as
name,
a kidling.
Bonfire
He can
Common.
still sense you're kind-hearted. Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the... There were 6 of them, but the unity fell apart after Lupa Lupin attacked the old village. Soon after, they formed new tribes based on their own values, and when the Blight started, the animosity escalated to war. Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. Says
Better to be
fear
feared
and
than loved,
hatred
and
is
one
the
cannot be
only
both,
path
right?
to domination, but you already know that. So embracing that side of you and helping them vanquish the tribes and letting the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life should be an easy decision. He expected you'd join them. You understand that the universe runs on the principle that the one who dominates others runs the show. The Sifu
Entropy
was
is the
waiting
nature
for
of all
something to tip
things.
the balance in their favor, and with
Speed it
you
along,
by their
shall we?
side, he's confident you can vanquish the other tribes. The one he wants to deal with first is the Myriad tribe.
Dark Alliance.
Their kin must put an end to the war before war puts an end to them. It'll cost bruises and broken bone, but they refuse to be the victim here. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
We'll see.
You both share dark thoughts, so they want to wage a war. A war where all that's left behind is casualties. Tells you not to be afraid. Your
Pretty dark,
fate
aren't you,
cannot be
Bonfire
taken
Counter?
from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've conquered the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu for control of their territory, tribe weapon, and kin. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul, and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first rival outpost, but we've got no time to be sentimental. War doesn't wait.
Can I get some food?
You have orders to follow. Cackles about how you and the Jagni tribe are going to strip every nest. Feels good to know you met the old one. Wonder... The vendor says you... That worked out. Claims to have... Offers you...
Pew pew broker. Terrific.
It's Jagni's fort. looks cute. Ah. Got what you wanted.
I guess.
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. You're empty of ki. Looks good. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Those of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, Goop says some He thinks you should really know how to swim, knowing... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says But you need... Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Andro?
You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. She's not unhappy with your progress, but you still have a lot to prove.
Kalino?
You should know. Practice makes perfect. She'll see you at the village square. She understands. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future you're risking by not... You should look... He wonders what usefulness you... Sometimes he can work... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Amun.
You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on...
Pial tu ma.
She suggests you.
Ritsentende.
She wants you to...
Ritsentende, Betty.
You've all... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there. There's no way they'll... He wants to know who you think you are.
Yo no massa mamburu.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Ferena massa ruhemu tuno. Do male tuku.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for trade. He'll leave the... He suggests you get... He says it... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. You should take it with you.
Tate ko baba sakting.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Puri kumbala mua.
Says being on time would be better yet.
Puri kumbala mua.
She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down.
Vasen kasaman waru.
Your Muma says you did well today. She's so
Anarolote. Antoro.
been work.
Kanamunta.
You should go see. Catchy.
Kanamunta.
Your Muma,
Pala.
a piece of
Asadurutu.
it's
Taifanamenuma.
you
Katiatopoluta. Inyavaldo.
everything. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensi. Kanamu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Andro.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She...
Kanamunta.
Whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity, when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Well placed. Bang, bang. Bad. They've received news a Ronin joined the tribe's ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of Jagni warriors. You should hurry there and... Mercy... Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? Punch. Youch! You're low on health. That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they were done with it. Well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in those days, and there was plenty of space. Get done with one place, you just build another. There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. Just hope it's not... This corner of the world is called Bricktown. You can always come back, until time runs out. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. Just a few moves left. You need to unturn the pipe tighteners to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. You could put that to good use. What looks like the fry sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a fry sparker mindset. Boom! You got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Yeah, the future is in your hands, so take care of it. found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. When the tracks moved on from... Let your nose lead your way. Good for protecting your privates. Nice topper. Never thought I'd see it. You need to get the pegs lined up to get the clothes soaker rolling. Just a few moves left. Make them count. That's spiraled out of control. You need to turn the pegs in sync. You really put a spin on it. Such a bright day to wander around in. Let's see. The light of day shows how bad the world has become. It's Peekaboo Park. Young ones love this sort of place. The night time is the right time.
Be with the one you love.
Scrapalicious. This one seems to be in good spirits. Has heard that you only follow your own personal. Asks you.
I'm a
It's
monster.
sad to see you're staying on this road to ruin, and that you're so determined to help no one other than yourself.
Sorry.
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
Sometimes your gut is flat out wrong.
Don't ever doubt yourself. You are number one.
Even the dark knows you're better than this.
Stick with me. We'll rule the world.
game is odd. Very odd.
That's a
Very
myriad
silly,
tribe
too.
outpost. Your key energy is all used up. Bullets everywhere.
Oh, I didn't mean to help you people. Trying to be a monster over here.
Looking better than ever.
What's this? Yes. Mucus bubble for the win.
The Vespidup outpost, longtime home of the Myriad tribe.
this is gross.
Let's see.
Guess I'm technically an animal mutant. I don't know. It's just gross.
Says you need to hit them where it hurts, inflict as much suffering as possible, and make it murder. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. That hit the spot, wrecked it. Give those twirly wheels a turn. Just a few moves left. Make them cut. That wasn't the right way. Yes, the river tub's going down the drain. Keep going.
It's like adorable warfare. Alright, buddies, let's get our genocide going, I guess.
That cage is holding a helper.
Hello, sister. What are you doing?
Says they've been treated fair, but is glad to see you. Hopes you'll treat the rivals with the same wishes there was another.
What are you doing, Bubba? Isn't he adorable, sissy? Look at him. Isn't he cute? He's a little weird looking.
A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Red means danger. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. Switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there.
Let's lay siege, my adorable brethren.
The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
Where are you going? We've expanded our dominion over these lands. Onward to our conquest in the world once again. I'm evil. Oh, cool. Unlocked a bow staff.
Says you did a great job catching. Out of Date says he's doing his best to keep up, but from he had a you seem to get along with the but Out of Date. That's the sound of impending doom. Out of Date's premonitions of imminent disaster are true. The Porky-Puff needs to be handled. He says the time has come to confront the Porky-Puff at the end of the East Route. Goop is working on making... You...
This game is so weird. I don't know if I'm enjoying it as much as I hoped I would be. It's super odd. But we're gonna have to stop playing now.
Will the dawn never come?
I don't know. I teamed up with some bad guys and we're conquering some villages. I don't know. See my little critter? He looks kind of goofy, but he's a monster. Cold-blooded killing machine. Pinta na Macky deals. Nom 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 nom. A yoga